So, I was wrong.
Really?
I was a little bit wrong on something.
A little bit.
A little bit, like not a lot, but I mean, it doesn't happen often, but...
That you admit it?
I admit it, that I was wrong.
Bravo. Subscribe to the channel. Hello guys, my name is Luba.
And my name is sometimes wrong, okay?
You always right, dear, always. Welcome back to the channel.
But, okay, so the topic of this video is about flowers on the first date, right? Now, the reason that I say that I am wrong, and if we rewind a little bit, like say 2 or 3 years, to the start of my channel was about my journey over to Ukraine, and whatever I learned I would share with you. And there's something that I'm guilty of, right? And I know it, and I'm always trying to fight it. And I think I'm getting a lot better at this, and that is to not see dating in Ukraine, the world of dating in Ukraine, just through my eyes, okay? Because it's difficult. But the thing that Heart Rocket has given me, it's given me, I guess, exposure to other people's experiences, you know, and to see what they go through. Because everybody is different, but one of the contributing factors to my decision to become wrong, because it's a decision, it's not reality, it's just I decided that I was wrong, is age. It is generations of different guys coming over here to do this. So, why am I so wrong?
No, because I mean, you're not. Like, why are you looking for the compliment? You know, me as well, like on our course, we say to the guys, do not buy flowers on a first date. Because some of the companies, like big company, one of them, like they just like hype on that. They say you need to go and get the best flowers. You need to pick a big bouquet. And then on the second date as well, in the restaurant and this and that, be a gentleman. And I said, no, like I said, you shouldn't get the flowers on the first date because you don't know the person, you don't know who you're going to meet. And these flowers will be a little bit unpersonal, you know,
yeah,
a little bit.
And also impractical.
And impractical as well. And so that's why I thought, and I saw that it has some result on that like if you're on a date and you're just discussing what you like, what is your favorite color in it, what is your favorite flowers, do you like cutted flowers or you don't? Because a lot of ladies nowadays, they just say that they don't like cutted flowers, they like flowers in a pot.
That would live forever.
Like would live forever, like orchid or something. And so you find it out, and then the next date you bring exact that flower that she likes, and she think, wow, so he was actually listening, he was actually thoughtful about that. So that is cool. But what Striker said about generation and about age is that I saw that, and I see it from time to time when we have older guys and when they're meeting older ladies, that I advise them to bring flowers on a date, especially because I do such a close matchmaking that sometimes when I know this lady, I just know that for her it will mean the world, you know. For her it will mean so much that it's not that she will treat him worse if he will not bring it, but for him it's $10, $15, $20. For her it's like it's something that she didn't get for a long time, maybe because she haven't been on a date, maybe her husband died and, you know, nobody was taking care of her, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I remember when I came to the realization that I was in fact indeed wrong, is when you told me we had a gentleman, and he was an older gentleman. He went on a date with a lady, and I believe that you'd probably know the background a little bit better than what I would, and that her husband had died, and she hadn't been on a date for years, and she was an older lady too. And for her, getting flowers brought back these memories, these good feelings of probably when her husband, when they first met 30, 40 years ago, maybe, who knows how far back it was, what he was like he would have been like back in that day, you know, he would have been courting the lady. And maybe nobody had ever done that since that point then. So for her, that was a special moment. It was something that hadn't happened in so long, you know. And for him, it's like $20. You know?
Yeah, we always advise like to bring some little gift from your state. You know, all the guys from our tours, they always bring like either the chocolate from their state or like something that they handmade, because a lot of our guys are very creative. Somebody making pens, somebody making like something under the cup, somebody making some 3D printing. Like one of the guys coming like in 2 days, and he just have a 3D printer, and we discussed with him. He said, do you think I should do like little things? So it would be like pretty cool, because it is it's not about what exactly is that. Of course, it shouldn't be like I don't so much recommend like a magnet or the key ring itself. So I would recommend something, either the chocolate or something that you handmade. But the flowers, sometimes it is appropriate. So I would say something that you may guys not enjoy what I say, but I understand that it is convenient to think that you should like not bring flowers on the first date, you know. But I think that in some matters it is important, and you need to consider that these ladies are not going on dates every single day, or like even week, or even month. And for them, sometimes like the date is like, it's so special. And when you come on a tour, or when you come by yourself, you have a lot of dates set up, right? Like you're meeting like 10, 15 ladies, a lot. But these ladies, like you're the only one for her. So I think that it's worth to present yourself in the best possible way.
Yeah, I mean,
just even for yourself.
Yeah, we advise you on it. Like Luba will say, okay, this lady buy flowers for, I know her, I've met her before. You know, there's a little bit more to it than say. So we have Rocket Tour, and then we have Rocket Match. Rocket Match, we're a little bit, you know, we're not as involved. We don't know exactly what's going on the dates and all that sort of stuff. But with Rocket Tour, it's a little bit more. There's a lot more advice that's going into it. So, I mean, I guess if we were to sort of break it down, right, and we would say, okay, when is a good time to buy flowers? Okay, so for the younger guys, you know, the guys in their 30s, their 40s, and you're going on a first date, I wouldn't worry about it, because not bringing flowers, it's not a deal breaker. You're not going to turn up and she's like, where's my flowers? And you say, well, I don't have any. That's the end of it. In a normal interaction, a meeting, if the lady is like really looking, and she's not just dating you, she may end up dating another guy next week or the week after. Like, she's serious. She wants to get the right guy for her, the same as it is for you, to get the right lady for you. So in that situation, we probably wouldn't worry too much about flowers until it's like the second date, right?
But for second date, it's always like, if you didn't get anything, like I always recommend to get something for the second date. And it doesn't matter, like we on the tour always helping. And we decide either like if you're planning to go for a walk, or like I more like these baskets with the flowers, so you don't have to worry about waste, like how she will carry that. This is more convenient, like on the tours, like we definitely gonna advise you all, and we will tell you everything, and all our clients are aware of that. But to get something nice for the ladies, it is very important to, you know, to leave this like memories, good aftertaste, and to impress.
I think the best way to think about this, right? So there's a right time and a right place, you know, and there's a lot of shit out there that'll tell you that this time is the right time and the right place, and it's wrong, and we disagree with it. Like, you shouldn't be buying a $50 bouquet of roses for a lady that you have never met. So another time that you may buy roses is if you have had communication. So for instance, we've had guys that have done Rocket Match Plus, which is the Zoom call. And if they, you know, basically they have a Zoom call, if they want to exchange contact details, then they just vibrate, and maybe they do that for a month or two before he comes over. Yes, buy something nice for her, because you already have established
this is
a relationship.
Very important. If you already talk to the lady, and like for sure, it's like, you need to understand that it's not that she's looking just for the gift, right? It's not that she's just looking, oh, what he's going to bring. But this is how she see you respect her, even, I can say. And Striker, like, we have this conversation with him, and he says, so what? Like, ladies are just about the gift? Like, they're all about, like, you know, like, you can...
I said that.
You said that? No, like you said that you can buy, like, so what? The guy should buy the girl by buying her expensive stuff or so? But I said that, unfortunately, this is why, and this is how ladies qualify the guy. And I know that you guys hate it, and I understand you. Like from my like neutral position, I understand you 100%. That it's not convenient, not pleasant to think that the girl is just judging you by the gift. But for the girl, it is important. Remember about the 5 love languages. For her, it's important to see that when you was there, you was thinking about her and hear what you brought. Right?
Yes, I agree. Like, okay, so let's say like. Put aside those situations where you were talking beforehand and you're an older gentleman and maybe she's widowed or whatever, okay, because those are sort of off to the side. If you don't buy her flowers, actually no, let's talk about like the older gentleman who dates a lady she hasn't dated for a while. If you don't buy her flowers, it's not a deal breaker. You're at neutral.
Nothing will really change. Like nothing.
Yeah,
will...
you're at a neutral. It's at a zero. It's like it's just it's an interaction. But if you do buy, in that situation, flowers, you go up some points, right?
Yes.
You're already a foot ahead, okay? So the next date, it's already like, okay, like she's like smitten. And don't forget, after every date, most dates, Luba speaks with either the lady, she speaks with the agencies, and she gets like woman to woman, Ukrainian woman to Ukrainian woman, feedback on the guy, on everything, right? so she can then go back to our client and say, look, this is what's happened.
And I'm not saying that, that like the guys also, like it's a topic for another video, but guys also give me the feedback. So it's like, and I understand that sometimes the guys like just say, oh, the girl like just, sometimes the girl dress very, very nice for the date. Sometimes girl come just like in jeans after work. So we collect all the feedback. But if you can make somebody happy, and it's not like, we're not talking about some, something exclusive or something that expensive or something, but something small to bring somebody smile, I think it's priceless. I think that it make you feel better, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that, okay. So I guess let's break it down. If you're an older guy and you're dating older ladies, hey, what constitutes an older guy? Like 50, 60?
No, like 60 plus, I would
60
say.
60 plus? Okay, so 60 plus. Well, I guess it's not even how old the guy is, it's how old the lady is, right?
Yeah, and this as well. Yeah.
So you could be 60 dating 45, or you could be 60 dating 55,
all these situations are very individual, of course. Like sometimes you should do it, sometimes you don't, and if you're by yourself, you don't know where to buy them, it's so difficult, you can't be bothered. I understand. So that's why like we do this, like we have our product and we have our advices on this or on that matter. And sometimes Maria and I, like we're on a tour, like we 8 a.m, we have to wake up and like go to get something before the date, and like we try to support as much as we can, even though like if the guy like they have an anniversary, he a little bit forgot and then he just messaged last moment, and so we do our best. So basically like there's no like right or wrong, but it's always better to be one step higher that you can be, right?
Well, and it's interesting because at the start of this video I was like, okay, it's this or this, but just as we're talking through this video I'm like, mate, like there's so many different situations, right? And it's like, and that's why like I guess if Luba is working with you, she'll tell you what to do and what not to do, but really sometimes it can be a double-edged sword as well. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're not like a lady, you buy her flowers, you have to go for a walk, she has to carry them, and then all of a sudden she's got this like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't want to get rid of them because he's given them to me, so yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting interesting bunch of thoughts. I guess this video has just turned into like a bunch of thoughts, really. But one thing for sure, I was wrong when I said don't bring flowers on the first date. There's definitely situations where there's definitely exceptions when you should bring them, and it definitely can elevate her view of you in her mind, I think.
And I came with the kind of recipe that all the guys like. So all of our guys on the tours, they bring like something from their state, as I say, like usually it is a chocolate, but I really like, I really ask you, when you get something nice, because it's not like the guys are very like, the guys is like we're having a fun that if you like, if the girl going to the grocery to buy some bread, she will bring like 2 bags of food. When the guy going to buy bread because the wife told him to buy bread, he will only buy bread. So this is the difference. The guys are very practical, and I understand it, I respect it in some matter, but it is what it is. But you also always get me chocolate, even if I don't ask. Good one. But anyway.
So here's the secret, right? So I'll see a chocolate that I really like, that one with the biscuits. Please, they need to understand this. And so I would buy that and give it to her because I know that she would only have one piece. And then I get like 90% of the chocolate, right? Anyway, that's the video for today. I'm a little bit priceless. I'm letting you in on some inside information.
It's terrible what you just said.
It's not just them that I'm also helping you as well.
I thought that you buy it.
No, I'm joking. Of course, I'm buying it for you.
Of course, but I always really take only one bite.
Well, is that my problem? Is that my fault?
But anyway, so like when you buy something for the lady, it should look nice. Like just remember about that. It should look nice. Yeah. And my best recipe and my best advice that I think that I come to this like perfect point, and the guys like it. I call it like a bachelor show. So the guy bring, for example, like on a tour he has like about 15 dates, so he bring, okay, let's say 8 or 10 chocolates, nice ones, guys, please, it is important, something nice. So let's say it's my pen, it's not lollipop, but like let's say that this is the gift. So the guys hold them in their like pocket and their like coat or anything. They don't give it like just match her and give it. No, he give it at the end of the date. So this really give her like such a good aftertaste. So first of all, the guy can save them. Like he doesn't have to bring 15 chocolates. He can bring only 8, and he will give only to the one that he like. For me, it's also a sign. For me or Maria or any
On the
other
date.
on the date. So I know that if he gives her that, then I maybe need to a little bit talk to her. Yeah, I need to
jump into gear.
Yeah, so I need to see like how I can help this interaction. So the best advice is to bring something that would look nice, that from your state, better if it is like chocolate or something, and then just
can I just say, like, if it's be careful, because if it's a chocolate and it's melted and he pulls it out of his pocket, she might be like, "What's happened?" And you're like,
yeah, like
"But this is
actually,
for you."
No, think about that. Give it to the wing woman, because Maria always like carry that in her purse. Like just give it. Like you can find out the way to do it.
Yeah.
So if you find a way to get a chocolate for me, but because you want it, so I'm sure that you will find out. Like,
I believe that the method that I have with my chocolate giving is perfect.
Okay, guys. We hope that you enjoy this video. Again, we're all over the place, but we hope that you understand that there's no right or wrong answer, but always try to be creative, because everything that you do to another people, and I hope that you will agree with me, that this is the representation of who you are.
And I'll just say here, don't make the mistake that I make, and I try so hard not to make it, and that's to sort of pigeonhole yourself into what someone said. Stryker said whatever, or Luba said, or whatever, never to buy flowers. Okay, I'm going to use that, and I'm never going to buy flowers. I know it's going to save me money, and it's going to be great. And if she doesn't like me for who I am, then hey, to hell with her. Look, you need to adapt and change. There's so many different variables when it comes to dating in Ukraine. And believe us, we know, we see them, they clash, they go together sometimes. They sometimes seem like they're going together, and then they don't. When you're inviting two people together, there is so many gears that need to work together for it to work. So just take every experience as it is, and just try and make decisions that you believe are right for you. That's the end of the video for today. My name is Stryker.
My name is Luba.
We'll see ya later.